Okay, we're going to look at Coach Kaz's discus thrower here. Just going to look at some still videos or still photos from his videos that I got. Here's looking from the back of the circle toward the throwing direction. This one I wanted to point out how his knees are close together. So, and his foot is vertical. So you want to get that knee out wide out here, get the whole leg out here. You want to have that toe actually upward. You want to lead the rotation of this sweep leg with the inner thigh, not the top of the thigh, and with the instep of the foot rather than the top of the foot, so it can come out wider and you get more circular. Here we see his right foot's landed, the hips are looking toward the camera. I'd like to see this left shoulder, if you could, also at 12 o'clock to get maximum separation. So the hips would be at 12. That would get the shoulders all the way out to 3. And that would push this discus back at least up to the high point here at 6 o'clock. Maybe even a little bit past. Probably not, but at least here to 6. The arm should be, if the shoulder's here, then the arm would be wrapped back here too. Okay, the next one. The release, I like the lower body here, really good. The right heel's kicked out. The right knee is inward. He's got this right hip forward of the left hip. He's looks like he's scrunched up a little bit here. Looks like the left leg's extended. That's good. Nice block arm. I'm going to guess he's a little bit vertical here. That's what we're seeing. And rather than trying to be tall. And we'll take a look at the side videos next. Okay, you can see here he starts out with his knees pretty good, pretty well distanced. You want to think like he had a ball in here, a volleyball, beach ball. Try to keep those knees separate. So it looks good. Shoulders are level, left arm's level. He's got his eyes up. He's dropping that left knee. He's turning that left foot. And right here, you see how that knee rotated in. So he's leading with the knee rather than trying to lead with that foot and long, extended leg coming around. Okay, it's good here. Discus is below the shoulder. That's good, so he can raise it up to the high point at the front. Shoulders are level, left arm's level. He's dropping that knee down. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, now here we see he's extended this leg. He's got the foot vertical, the left leg, but he's brought his knee up and he's extending upward right here. Okay, you can see also that he's kind of carrying the discus. It's ahead of his shoulder now. Actually, it looks like it's maybe ahead of his chest. You want to keep that discus behind the shoulder here. Okay. What happens when you do this with this extension of the left side is you go a little bit upward, so you become more rotational. You don't quite meet the center, and you might tend to land on a straight right leg because you're way up in the air and you're waiting a while to drop down. So let's see how the next photo is. Okay. So what happened is he's got his right foot down here. The hip is way in front of the hip, or the hip is way in front of the right toes here. It should try to land on top with that hip on top of the foot so it can rotate fast. But you can see also here, because of that long push off, he's got a late left foot here. Discus is up at the high point here. That's good. But and yeah, you want to see this left foot at least over here by the 3 o'clock spot when that right foot touches down. And then, like we said, the hip on top of the right foot. Then here you can see he's got a backward angle just as the left toes are coming down. But you see this right knee is not over the toes and he's on the outside of his foot. You want to try to keep that foot either on the ball of the foot flat or on the big toe here. So you want that knee on top so you can rotate. Okay, he's got the discus back a little bit ahead of the heel here. Like to see the discus stay behind the heel. He's got the long left arm here. He's going to shorten it as he comes up. But what we're going to see is this angle here. You're going to see him lose that very quickly in the next photo. Okay, so we want to try to maintain that angle here from his head to his left toe, and watch how he lands flat foot here, and then his upper body is going to move forward. See, to getting ahead of his lower body. Okay, so now he's becoming much more straighter. So what's going to happen is his chest is going to be going forward. He's going to lose his angle of throwing upward, but his arm's going to go upward, so he's going to be splitting his forces. So you want to have maintain a little bit of an angle there. Let's see how Valerie Allman does it. Here she's got the left foot down. I've got a yellow line here. The camera's moving a little bit, so the line's going to move a little bit too with her. You can see how she's fighting to stay back as she rotates around this axis. Again, yeah, because this is powerful. You can see the thigh muscles here. She's using a very strong left side block to keep her upper body back, to keep everything back, rather than having it drive forward and changing that angle for the release. There, you can still see the angle. She's rotating it around that. There we go. Here's the release, up into the release angle. Everything's in line. Discus is in line with the chest. She's got that angle back. What I usually tell my throwers is to pretend like you've got like a skewer from or a pole, but is going from your head down to your foot, and you're rotating around it. Okay, I like to bring up the analogy of a rotating chicken, roasted on the spit. It's kind of like this. Get the rotation, and try to think that way rather than moving forward. Now let's watch Valerie Ullman in slow motion do it, fighting to stay back. Okay, don't go forward, rotate around, and you'll have a much better angle release. All right, thanks.